My name is Harry. I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is April 29, 2026. It is 3:23 a.m. This is video number 2. So let's go straight on Twitter and let's get started. A lot to talk about. Check video number 1. I spoke about Zionist, the very first tweet, and then we went on Charles and the UK and the US, his speech making reference to Harry's speech. So go check that video out. All right, first tweet. This is why they haven't stopped crying for Harry to leave Meghan and come back to the UK and work for the family again. So what is that says here? It's very small. Okay, nope. Y'all wanted a slim down royal family. You got it. Make the ball. Okay, it's very small. Make the ball one do his job for once and leave Harry alone. All right, so let's listen to this. Okay, so there's not that many responses
to be had about how the British press and the British royal family as well, they act as if Prince Harry is the heir and not Prince William, which just leads me to believe that nobody behind closed doors, none of them believe that Prince William can do the job once it's his. Like, he's going to need like a buffer of some kind, and I believe that that buffer was supposed to be Prince Harry. Like, I truly believe that the setup was supposed to be that William was supposed to be like the at-home royal, so like he was supposed to be more local, while Prince Harry was supposed to be the one that's supposed to go off and do all these big royal tours. Because as we've seen, the last big royal tour that him and Kate did was a complete failure. So much of a failure that they haven't done a big tour since then, which was in 2022. Which is why when you saw Prince Harry and Meghan in Australia earlier this month, there was all of these terrible reactions to it, because they're like, that is supposed to be Will and Kate. They're supposed to be pulling in those kind of reactions from people, those kind of crowds, and they just don't have it.
All right, let me move back. There was some stuff that I was thinking. All right, I'm gonna stop in between now that you hear the whole thing.
I feel like one day a discussion needs to be had about how the British press and the British royal family as well, they act as if Prince Harry is the heir and not Prince William, which just leads me to believe that nobody behind closed doors, none of them believe that Prince William can do the job once it's...
Well, that I agree with her to that extent, but this is the way they train him. The thing that they put in his head, that Harry was gonna be there to support him, but at the same time, when you listen to William's past interviews, joint interviews with Harry, he kept on saying that, not just once, many times, that Harry's gonna be drinking and smoking.
What? Well, when I was younger, I wanted to be a policeman, but I haven't. I wouldn't want to be that now.
Most popular cop on the block.
Exactly.
What would you want to do? How about you, Harry?
He'd probably sit in and play computer games and drink beer.
Yeah, well, for a concert it'll be easy, and it's actually been a lot tougher than you imagined.
Yeah. We couldn't have done it with everybody else's help. Yeah. Everyone coming together, all the little cogs and pieces put together to turn out to get this, and it's just amazing.
I mean, to be fair, we know nothing about concerts. So, you know,
you do now.
Well, yeah, no, everyone else has done all the hard work. We just came up with the idea. So.
Has there been any kind of diva demands or sort of pop stars you've had to deal with that have been quite tricky?
We couldn't possibly be so indiscreet.
The Spice Girls were quite keen to...
He's been the hardest. He's, some cigarettes somewhere and a beer, that's about it, really. But apart from that, it's been pretty...
So it was a performance type of thing. William was gonna be shown, he's the serious guy, he's doing all of this, while the media will be bashing on Harry. This is what Harry's doing, like a court gesture type of thing. But something changed. I don't know if the infiltration with people trying to take over, or maybe the things that I used to say in the past, where since the Queen's father died and these people were inching in, trying to change the trajectory or the face of the monarchy, or trying to get rid of them, I don't know, or maybe have control of them. They started with Charles, but unlike William, Charles had a little guidance from his father. Then his father, King Philip, Prince Philip, was trying to toughen up Charles, but the people, the men in gray suit, probably told Philip, leave him alone, or something like that. But I think Philip was doing his part to get Charles ready for the throne because of Philip's lack of voice, because he didn't have any power, even though when you look at Prince Philip's background, he had more titles than the Queen. Prince Philip was supposed to be a king of 2 countries, but things didn't pan out. Just go look into it. So they diminished Prince Philip's voice onto the upbringing of Charles, but instead men in gray suit shaped Charles to what he has become. And let's not forget, they were sending the Queen overseas a lot when Charles was young. Okay, just look into it. These are things I've said in the past. And then what we get from Charles is that weak man. Make him believe that the media is what will make him popular. Okay, get positive coverage and all of that. And then Charles passed it on to William. Okay, taking him to parties with those and all of that. Meanwhile, they were training Harry, on the other hand, to be like a court jester. And you have the media trashing Harry left and right every time he step out. And I also think they were giving Harry drugs. All right. When you hear things about Harry smoking weed and all of that, you have to think, where the hell did he get it? Who introduced that to him? Okay. And I have a pretty good idea who probably did introduce that to him. But thank God, with the upbringing from Princess Diana, okay, whatever little that Princess Diana was able to teach Harry, this is what stays with him. And then once Princess Diana died, and then they tried to erase whatever they taught Harry, and Harry was battling between the 2 teachings, the Princess Diana's version and the palace. And also what sort of helped Harry in a way is that, like she said, that TikTok video, they were sending Harry overseas, places that they did not want William to be. And Harry have said it in the Obama Foundation.
I think that, look, lots of people say that, oh, your job of traveling the world is wonderful. Of course it's wonderful. But when we get sent to some countries, we don't always get to see the beautiful parts. We're always there trying to deal with some of the issues, but also doing everything we can to bring people together.
Okay? Places that he went to were not the nicest part. And he got to see people suffering. Okay? All of this play a role into it. And I think this is what shaped him. While they were sending him places that the others did not want to go to, and he was supposed to take note and bring to the palace, and the palace just pretend that they care. But meanwhile, Harry was truly invested in it. He did care. And he saw the lifestyle that he lives in comparison to the other people that were suffering. And all of this play a role that shaped Harry to what he is becoming. But the palace probably, in my humble opinion, were telling him, you don't need to worry about it. We got this covered. We just want to send you out there to show the public that the palace care what the people. And then they put a face. Create organization, money, put in their pockets and whatnot. And occasionally they do a little bits here and there. But Harry literally was taking it to heart. When you see the work that Harry does, it's truly physically help the people. But the palace is just word of salad. Unlike the Charles, on the other hand, there were some stuff that he did, let's say with Idris Elba for kids in the UK to help them and things like that. There's a lot of other small little things that Charles used to do, and to architecture and things like that. I was interested in it, but I don't know what happened. But let's continue. I went on with this.
Like, he's going to need like a buffer of some kind, and I believe that buffer was supposed to be Prince Harry. Like, I truly believe.
Yeah, the buffer was supposed to be Prince Harry. Whenever Harry or William does something bad, they just jump on Harry and bash him. And Harry knew how to maneuver by it, but nobody was stopping it. He was there by himself. If his mom was there, that will not go well with the Princess Diana would have protected them. But Charles and William got comfortable of the paper bashing Harry, and then, their issues, William and Charles' issue, goes in the background. Perfect example, our lifetime. I'm pretty sure this young lady probably never followed the royal family until Meghan married Harry and saw the whole BS that was going on. With the Andrew thing, trying to compare Andrew with Harry. There's no comparison at all. With the exception, they're just family. That's it. Their behavior, ethical behavior is completely different. But the media was force-feeding the people saying, this is who Harry is, when Harry had nothing. Not an inch near to comparison with Andrew. So you could see the media in the UK was shaping things the way they want the people to believe. But Meghan came into Harry's life the right time, because Meghan came with her army. The army was her followers. She had more followers on social media. At least this is an old screenshot of Meghan's IG account. The moment, when she was dating Harry. Someone had put it and I kept it. 3 million. And the royal family was in 2000s. So Meghan brought these set of people along with her. So when the media was trying to do the damages, sabotaging Meghan's reputation, sabotaging Harry's reputation, it's those 3 million people. I was not part of it at that time, at the beginning. It's those 3 million people who were saying, no, we knew Meghan before this. Don't try this nonsense. This is where the media effed up, and the royal family effed up as well. They didn't see her following. They thought, okay, they probably did see it and say, oh, you can't post on social media. I don't know if they told Meghan that, but she wasn't on social media anymore. They thought that just because she stopped posting on social media, the squad would just move along. But what happened was that they were paying attention what the papers were saying. And then once the papers start diminish or sabotaging Meghan's reputation, this is where the squad came. And it caught my attention. Not the squad who caught my attention. The media caught my attention. And I was like, wait a second. This woman been an actress. She's been in the public eye. I know of her, but never follow Meghan. I never follow Meghan. Until the media started bashing her. And I was like, no. And I was like, African American, at least that part I was aware of. I was like, nah, African American. The media could say whatever they want. Not that I agree with it. I'm not encouraging that. But they will diminish African American. But I live in the United States long enough to know African American are not what the media portray them to be. They have too much respect. And for Meghan to be that high level, for the way the media was portraying her, there's no way. 1 and 1 does not equal to 2 with this one. That's when I went into my research. What was Meghan all about? The royal family. The moment I look into the royal family, I was dragged into the pedophile ring. And I didn't know about that. I had great respect for them. Go on PYTE. Look at the beginning of my videos, what I was posting about. I was like, what the hell is this? I came with articles after articles. They're trying to reduce age of consent from, I think right now, either, 16 or 17. And they were trying to reduce it to either 13 or 14 or something. I was like, what the hell is this? I wasn't aware of the Epstein file at that time, but there were hints of things, their behavior. Okay, but anyway, wow, I'm spending too much time on this. There will be more, I think this will be a video by itself.
That the setup was supposed to be that William was supposed to be like the at-home royal, so like he was supposed to be more local, while Prince Harry was supposed to be the one that's supposed to go off and do all these big royal tours. Because as we've seen, the last big royal tour that him and Kate did was a complete failure. So much of a failure that they haven't done a big tour since then, which was in 2022. Which is why when you saw Prince Harry and Meghan in Australia earlier this month, there was all of these terrible reactions to it, because they're like, that is supposed to be Will and Kate. They're supposed to be pulling in those kind of reactions from people, those kind of crowds, and they just don't have it.
And the thing is that
one day a discussion needs to be
Harry and Meghan's tour in Australia, many of the places they were going, they didn't publicize it because due to security reasons. So yeah, let me read some of the comments. I think this is going to be a video by itself. It's only 14 minutes. Okay, William will be king with no one to rule over but his kids. Queen Elizabeth II and King Charles III control people with titles, houses, and allowances. Beatrice, Eugenie, and Harry don't need handouts. I don't know about Beatrice and Eugenie, but I don't know. I feel for those two. Yes, they are adult. I don't know full details of what they've done privately. But Eugenie, on the other hand, I feel like she tried to be independent by herself. They keep on dragging her in. And this is my opinion, of course. And I think when she tried to be independent from the royal family, they pull her back in. And unlike Harry, who is a man and who have more experience outside of the palace wall, he went to war and everything, he could take care of himself. And with a wife who is hardworking, who bring in money, Harry is okay. But these two women, especially Eugenie, I truly have a different feeling for Eugenie. That doesn't mean she's done some good stuff, but I feel like it's due to control kind of thing. I think she tried to branch out on her own to make her own money, her own living, and things like that, but they won't let her be. She doesn't have the same kind of thing that Harry has. And I do not know how their respective husbands are truly confident being with them. With Beatrice, the oldest, I really don't have good confidence with the husband. Just look into his history. You'll understand why. But Eugenie, on the other hand, the husband, I don't know, maybe there's true love here. Might be more a buffer, a secure. Let me leave that alone. Okay. Where was I? Beatrice, Eugenie, and Harry don't need hands out. They have their own money. He'll be a king without a court vying for his attention or favor. Absolutely true. This I have a little question mark with these two, because the way that they live, I don't know if these two have enough money. If I'm not mistaken, Eugenie's husband worked for, I don't know if he's still in that same job. Was that actor? Clooney or something? Some drinks. Let me see something. Okay. So the thing I type on Google, who is Eugenie's husband work for? Princess Eugenie's husband, Jack Busbank, works in sales, marketing, and promotion for Discovery Land Company in Portugal. Okay, so that's not what I was thinking of. I thought he worked for George Clooney. He joined the luxury property development firm in 2022. So that a little bit recent, but not that recent. 3 years ago. What is it? We're in 2006, 4 years ago. Which required the couple to divide their time between the UK and Portugal. Key detail about Jack Busbank career. Current role, okay, so that's that. Previous role, formerly he was a brand ambassador for Casamigos Tequila. I think that was the one I was aware of. Co-founded by George Clooney. Okay, so I was right. He used to work for George Clooney's whatever company and managed the London nightclub Mahiki. Okay, background. Okay, so that's that. I don't think what he's make. I don't know how much he make, or if he only focus on marketing. But the kind of lifestyle that Eugenie needs, I don't think this guy's salary will be enough. But what does Eugenie does now? I follow her on IG, but I haven't been on her page in a while. Let me pause for a second. Ask what does she do for a living. Princess Eugenie worked full-time as a director at the London Art Gallery, Hauser and Worth, where she has been employed since 2015. As a non-working royal, she pursued a private career in the art world and co-founded the Anti-Slavery Collective, a charity raising awareness about modern slavery. When it comes to those charities thing, this is where I eyeball them. But she works for art thing. But art, won't that be a good fit for her to work with what's the other one, William's wife? Then she study art history. But anyway, I follow her on IG because there was a time someone put something on Twitter. And I went on her IG account and I started listening to some of her videos she posted on IG. She makes sense. And I said, let me follow her. But I haven't been on her page in a while. But anyway, this is her page on Instagram. She's doing her thing. That's Sarah Ferguson. I don't know. So that's that. Okay, I'm already, 20-something minutes, so let's leave this video as that. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. So I think the next tweet that I'm going to do on my next video, I'm sorry, this won't take too long. It's just one tweet. I talk too much. We're going to focus on back to the debacle that's going on in the US. All right, so that's it. Thanks for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life.
Go,
And if I may speak personally,